Hey guys, how to trade double tops and double bottoms. In this video I will teach you my trading strategy for trading these patterns. We will discuss how to set the stop loss, how to select the entry point, and how to select the targets. Also I will share with you very important and profitable tips. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. Right traders, let's start with the double bottom formation. And here in Euro Swiss pair, on the 4-hour time frame, I spotted a perfect example of a double bottom. Take a look. Here we got a very strong bearish impulse. The price dropped and set a new low. Then we retraced and set a low high. And then the market dropped one more time, retesting a current low and setting an equal low. And then the market retraced again to the level of the last low high, forming a perfect double bottom formation. So here we have a double bottom. And traders, remember that each time that you spot a double bottom, remember that we trade double bottoms that are formed on key levels. If you spot a double bottom in the middle of nowhere, such pattern won't be that accurate as a double bottom that is formed on a key level. So once you see pattern, always check. So let's see if we have any key level right here. Let's open a weekly time frame and let's look left at structure. By the way, traders, by key level we mean a structure that we spot on a higher time frame, on a daily or on a weekly chart. Yes, 4-hour structure is not sufficient. Please remember about that. So we are on a weekly time frame and looking left at structure, traders. Take a look. Here we have a very important structure. Yes, we have a very important low right here. Important low of 2015. And you can see how strong bullish movement we saw from that structure. So returning back to a 4-hour time frame, we see, traders, that the pattern that we spotted, the double bottom that we spotted, is formed on a key level. So that double bottom we will trade. But how exactly we will trade that? Do we buy the market now or are we waiting for something else? Let's discuss. Hey traders, for more education, join my premium educational group. There you will get the access to my daily live streams. There you will get a copy of my ebook. There you will get the video course about my trading strategy. For more info, check my website. It is vasilytrader.com/private group, the link in the description below. Check that and let's continue. There is one very important element in a double bottom formation that we should take into consideration. Let's remove our structure and concentrate on our pattern. Analyzing the double bottom, we should always underline its neckline. Yes, and how do we draw the neckline? Our neckline is based on the highest wick, yes, and the highest candle close. Yeah, so that is our neckline. But then once we identify the neckline, we should also look left at structure and check if we have any structure on the left. If we have some structure, our neckline will be adjusted based on that structure. And the upper boundary of the neckline will be the lowest candle close within the structure that we spotted. So here is our neckline. Right? I hope you got the point. Yes, our lower boundary is the highest candle close within the double bottom itself, and our upper boundary is the lowest candle close of that structure on the left. And in order to buy Euro Swiss, we need to wait for a bullish breakout for our candle close above the neckline. First, yes, that is a first and very important condition. But there is one more condition. Quite often we have some structures lying just above a neckline, and your task is always check whether there's any structure lying higher. What do I mean? If we look left right here, traders, if we analyze this highs, you can see that right here we may spot this falling trend line, very strong falling trend line, And you can see that in the past we saw very strong bearish movements from that. So of course, for now, that trend line serves as the point for sellers to sell from. And in order to trade this double bottom wisely, we should wait for a breakout of the neckline, but also the breakout of the trend line. So we will be waiting for a 4-hour candle close above the neckline and the trend line at the same time. And only then, only when it is broken, we will buy the market on a retest of a broken neckline. I hope that it is clear. Now let's discuss how we set stop loss and how we choose the entry and take profits. First of all, let's discuss the entry. Our entry point will be the lower boundary of the neckline, right? So you just set your buy limit on the lower boundary of a neckline. That is your exact entry. Your stop loss lies strictly below the lows of the pattern. Yes, and at some range. By below the lows, I don't mean such a stop loss. At some range, yes, that is your safe stop loss right here to avoid stop hunting. And trading double bottoms, I prefer to have two targets. I prefer to have two targets for the trades. The initial target for the trade is the closest strong structure. Yes, the closest strong structure that we see right here is that area, that cluster. And our take profit will be its lower boundary. Yes, so let's measure our risk to reward for the trade. Buying from here, setting our take profit right here. Here is our trading position. Yes, 1.4 risk to reward. And once that structure is reached, yes, we close only 50% of our profits. And the rest we keep till the price reaches the second target. Our second target is the next strong structure, is the next structure that we see on the left. Our next strong structure is right here. Yes, we have a very strong intraday structure resistance right here. So let's measure our risk to reward for the second target. Yes, here it goes. You can see that here we may catch a very nice winner. But for now, we should wait for a breakout of a neckline first, then a breakout of a trend line. We need a 4-hour candle close above the trend line. Then we set our buy limit order on a retest. Yes, and then we are patient waiting. Moreover, traders, when the price reaches the first target, I would suggest also apply a trailing stop. And if you want to learn how to apply trailing stop, please watch this video. There I explain how to apply my trailing stop trailing strategy. Now let's discuss how to trade double top. Here on Nasdaq, I see a perfect example of a double top. Tiny little pattern on an hourly time frame. Take a look, traders. Here we got a very strong bullish movement. Then the market retraced and set a low high. Then we bounced, we retested current high and dropped again. Yes, so here we have a perfect example of a double top formation. And here, by the way, you can see that its neckline is already broken. So here we will discuss how trade looks, how the active trade looks like. But first, remember traders, that our first condition for valid double top pattern formation is that the pattern is lying on a key level. So let's check if we have any key level on the left. Let's open a daily time frame and look left at structure. You can see that here on the left we have a very strong key level. Yes, we have a phenomenally strong structure right here that the market is approaching right now. And returning back to an hourly time frame, you can see that our pattern is formed on that structure. Now let's discuss where was our neckline. Our neckline right here was based on the lowest wick and the lowest candle close, right? So here's our neckline right here, right? and we don't have any structure here on the left. So here our neckline based just on the price action within a double top, right? So you can see that the neckline is already broken. We got an hourly candle close below, and now we see its retest. So let's discuss how our trade should look like right here. When the hourly candle broke and closed below the neckline, then I set my sell limit order on a retest of a broken neckline. And if with double bottoms we set our buy limit order on the lower boundary of the neckline, here we set our sell limit order on the lower boundary of a neckline. So here was our entry, and we were patiently waiting for the test of that level to short the index. Now the position is active. Yes, now the position is active, and our stop loss for this trade is strictly lying above the highs of the pattern. Here is our stop loss, and you can see that here we have a very nice space between the highs of the pattern and our stop loss. It will help us to avoid the occasional stop hunting. Now about the targets. As we already discussed, our initial target is the closest strong structure, and our closest strong structure is right here. You can see that right here we have a very strong horizontal structure support, and there will be our initial target. Our second target is the next strong structure, and the next strong structure support that we see is right here. Again, you can see how nicely the price reacted to the structure in the past. And by the way, you can see that the initial target is adjusted based on the upper boundary of the structure that we spotted. And same thing will be with the second target. Our second target will be the upper boundary of that structure, right? You can see that drawing the structures, I consider the wicks. Wicks are very important. So once the price reaches the first target, we will close 50% of our profits. And by the way, once the market reaches the first target, we always should move our stop to entry and make our position risk-free. It is a very important step in our trading strategy. Then we will patiently waiting for the test of the second target. And again, I would suggest waiting and applying a trailing stop. Yes, trailing stop will help you to book a very nice profit. Alright traders, so we discussed two patterns. We discussed the double top formation, and there our trade is already active. There we spotted a confirmed breakout of a neckline, and we shorted on a retest, and our trade is already active. And we discussed a double bottom formation on Euro Swiss pair, and there we are still waiting for a neckline breakout and for a trend line breakout, and only then we will set our buy limit order on a retest. Following such a strategy, I achieved 65% win rate, and I really want you to try trading double tops and bottoms. In my view, these patterns are very accurate, but remember, trade these patterns only from key levels. If you want to see how I trade these patterns live, if you want to see how I trade different price action patterns, I want to invite you in my premium educational group traders. The link in the description below. Also, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask me questions here on YouTube. I always reply. Also, traders, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next week.